Right. You know I let it style where you got this. So won't you back it up on me? Another way you whine in the pop ways. Don't tease till it making me honest. So smooth when you move to the groove in the truth, baby. Back it up on me. Yeah, I let it style where you got this. So won't you back it up on me? This a girl a whine in a time. I move around like she don't have no spine. The next thing, how she find? She have the rest of them a wait in a line. Oh gosh, champagne a pop and we so fast. Weed in a split, no allow that. Girl, back it up, make me hold that. This girl's on the level right now. I match to the bass and the treble right now. Wine to the real, let my crown. Bedroom rolling up, me now back down. Fast, fast, slow, slow. Anywhere you want, baby girl, go. Bounce up and down like a pro. Go, girl, you want it, they know. Yo, rip on the scene. Heavy movement, you and your team, yeah, them can't intervene, right? You know I love that style where you got this. So won't you back it up on me? I love the way you whine in the pop ways. Don't tease till it making me alright. So smooth when you move to the groove, you're the truth, baby. Back it up on me, yeah. I love that style where you got this. So won't you back it up on me?
Yeah, back it up on me, telling me that you want me, baby girl, if you loving tonight.
Right.
Baby, I'm in town, know that it's going down. You know that I'm only here for one night. You know what he won't do, really won't do. Yeah. You know why I probably put that thing upon you. Right. Looking at you, looking like you really want to. Yeah. There's nothing on this earth, baby girl, I won't do. Girl, cause we turning up. Shots on deck, cause we burning up. Take you back to the telly, throw it up. Take you back to the telly, throw it up, girl. Throw it up. Oh, yeah. Looking at your friends like you don't. Yeah. Oh yeah, we inhale.
You know I let it style where you got this. So won't you back it up on me? I love the way you whine in your pop ways. Don't tease till it making me honest. So smooth when you move to the groove in the truth, baby. Back it up on me. Yeah, I love the style where you got this. So won't you back it up on me?
Hey there, here is a thing or two you need to know about COVID-19 and pregnancy. Pregnant and recently pregnant women are more at risk of severe illness from COVID-19. Most likely, hospitalization, need for ventilators, etc. Pregnant women who get COVID-19 are at a higher risk of preterm births and other complications. Most common symptom experienced by pregnant women after vaccination is pain at injection site. Research shows that vaccinations have no adverse effects in trying to get pregnant. Research showed that vaccine does not affect fertility of men. Vaccinated mothers pass on some immunity to their child through the placenta and through breast milk. It is safe to get the vaccine at any point before, during, and after pregnancy. It is safe to get the vaccine while breastfeeding. Get away from the misconceptions. Get vaccinated today to stay alive. A message sponsored by the African Career Education and Resource Incorporated, or ACER, in the state of Minnesota. We have all heard, and in some cases, seen the danger posed by the coronavirus disease to our existence. We have sought ways in which this virus can be prevented, ranging from hand washing, social distancing, masking, and maintaining good hygiene. However, we now have an even better solution that has a history of effectiveness, which is vaccination. I know there are lots of misconceptions that surround vaccination, and as a result, people are reluctant in getting vaccinated. But here is a small historical fact for you. Smallpox and polio have a 100% decline in death since vaccines for these diseases were introduced. Not only that, measles and mumps have a 99% decline in deaths since vaccines for these diseases were introduced as well. We cannot allow vaccine preventable diseases cut our lives short. Get vaccinated today and stay alive. A message sponsored by the African Career Education and Resource Incorporated, or ASA, in the state of Minnesota. Dimple Abraham Myers Insurance Agency Incorporated, a subsidiary of State Farm, is that company that is equipped with trained staff to handle all your lines of insurance. Our insurance services include auto insurance, home insurance, and renters insurance. We also service business insurance, life insurance, and health insurance. Our insurance services cover Delaware, Pennsylvania, and Maryland. Dimple Abraham Myers Insurance Agency Incorporated is located in 18A Penmat Shopping Center, Newcastle, DE 19720. Our offices are open from Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. For more information, call cell numbers 302-613-0038 or visit our website on www.dimplemakesitsimple.com. Dimple Abraham Myers Insurance Agency Incorporated. We've got all your insurance services covered. When you are coming to Liberia, the first thing you think about is getting your way in and around the city. Now, you don't need to worry about that because LIB Executive Shuttle has that covered for you. We have our luxury private and share ride options, scheduled airport services, business or corporate travel, daily rental in and around Monrovia. Or if you want to take a trip to Kakata, Ganta, Buchanan, Banga, LIB Executive Shuttle got you. Our excursion packages include trips to Patawi Waterfalls, Sunset Beach, or Wuka Farms. We are located after Carver Mission Junction, RRA Road, Pinsville, Monrovia, Liberia. For inquiries, call cell numbers 0770 072 614 or 0770 072 613. Better still, call our USA number on 001 301 750 1336. LIB Executive Shuttle. Let us do the driving for you. Allen Bernard International, or ABR, is a management consulting firm with a team of consultants and associates who focus on growing and transforming home healthcare agencies, nonprofits, and small businesses in other industries as well as individuals. Our services include ABR Business Support Services, ABR Accounting and Tax Services, and ABR Anti-Money Laundering Compliance Services. At ABR, we bring to each assignment dedication and commitment, experience and skills, performance-based process, integrated solution teams, and client relations. For more inquiries on our services, call phone number 469-378-3441. ABR, transforming business through ideas. Tired of looking for quality clothing in and around Monrovia with no luck in finding what suits your style? Well, look no further. A new men's clothing store located at the corners of Benson and Meglin Streets in the Kabah building is right here for you. The Men's Closet. The Men's Closet specializes in designer wears, including Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Givenchy, business suits, and the list goes on. Gents, let's look, smell, and feel good, not just for ourselves, but our significant others. Remember, when you look good, you feel good. That's why we also have on sale men's cosmetics, perfumes, lotions, deodorants, etc. The Men's Closet. It is not just the man in the clothes, but the quality of the clothes the man wears. For inquiries on our products and services, call cell numbers 0775 560 008, 0777 474 899, or 0886 658 055. The Men's Closet, here for you. In order to keep ourselves and others safe from the coronavirus disease, we must all get vaccinated. Here are a few facts about the coronavirus vaccine. The vaccine does not have anything in it that can make you magnetic. All COVID-19 vaccines are free of metals. The COVID-19 vaccines available in the US do not contain live virus. They do not share any of their parts inside or outside of your body. The vaccine is safe for current and future pregnancies. There is no proof showing unsafe results on taking the vaccine for current or future pregnancies, which means pregnant women can also take the vaccine. The COVID-19 vaccine does not change your DNA. In fact, it has absolutely no interaction with your DNA. The vaccine does not cause you to test positive for the virus. It is untrue, as none of the vaccine will cause you to test positive in a viral test. Therefore, the vaccine is safe to use. Get vaccinated today and stay alive. A message sponsored by the African Career Education and Resource Incorporated, or ACER, in the state of Minnesota. The fight against COVID-19 has become imperative to the survival of the world, to the extent we must all get involved. The question is, how do I get involved? Get tested. Get tested if you feel COVID-19 symptoms. Example, sore throat, cough, headache, etc. Get tested if you know you met someone who is now COVID-19 positive. Get tested before going to places where you may meet a lot of people. Example, schools, work, etc. Get tested before traveling, both domestic and international travels. Get tested when asked by a healthcare or public official to do so. Get tested today. Know your status and seek treatment if need be to stay alive. A message sponsored by the African Career Education and Resource Incorporated, or ACER, in the state of Minnesota.
Another banger, baby, calm down.
Painter One of Delaware. Yes, it's Painter One of Delaware, the name that counts when you talk quality painting works. For more than 2 decades, Painter One has brought more life and vigor to thousands of residential and commercial complexes with our quality painting services. Give your homes, offices, bars, stores, hospitals, shops, etc. that look they deserve by choosing Painter One of Delaware. For more information, call us on phone number 302-508-3034. Again, 302-508-3034. Or visit our website at painter1.com/Delaware. Or better still, email us on ivan@painter1.com or holly@painter1.com. Schedule a free estimate and get 10% off by using the promo code COSTA. Painter One of Delaware. Renew your space, renew your life.
She dey give me small, small.
We all know the headache we go through sending money to our loved ones, friends, and family in Liberia. High fees, long lines in banks, the usual complaint of the system being down, such a waste of time and energy. That is why I was very happy when I learned that SendWave is now in Liberia. So now I can send money anytime from anywhere directly from my smartphone to the MTN Lone Star Cell mobile money account of a loved one, friend, or family within seconds for just a tiny fee. So download SendWave now to your phone from your Apple Store or Google Play Store. Add your details, and don't worry, they are very safe and secure. And start sending money today. Don't forget to insert the promo code COSTA to get free $5 credit added to your first transfer. SendWave is secure, super fast, and by far the most affordable way to send money to Liberia. I'm Henry P. Costa,
and a very happy customer. Thank you.
All right, good morning and welcome. You are listening to the Costa Show. You're watching us wherever you are, watching us via YouTube and Facebook, and listening via one of our four other platforms that we come to you on via audio streaming. This is the Costa Show, the nation's premier platform where we discuss the issues that matter. I'm Henry Pedro Costa, your humble servant. Today is Wednesday, the 13th day of April 2022. Boakai Kamara is my co-host. He's there in our studio in Monrovia, Liberia. Boakai, lots of interesting developments, especially in this Princess Cooper case. How are you?
Yeah, I'm okay. Like you said, a lot of interesting development today. The show is packed, and we'll just chip in some of them because we have lots on our plate to discuss.
Yes. So yesterday, the Police Inspector General Patrick Sudu said that they have. Well, he said it kind of reluctantly. It's not like they had a press conference to release this information to the public. I'm told the mother of Princess Cooper was on Spoon Talk along with the late Odell Sherman's mother, and it was quite an emotive thing, but I was busy, I couldn't watch it. And I'm told that is what might have prompted Patrick Sudu's, divergence of this information that Princess Cooper, that there's a Lebanese guy who's in custody, and they didn't call the name of the Lebanese national. What do you make of that?
Yeah, but so the question now remains: since when they got to know that all they been in connection with this Lebanese guy, and they are not coming to the public? We haven't been hearing anything. Is it because of what occurred yesterday that they are coming up with such information?
Pressure, Boakai. Pressure. Yeah. Pressure.
Uh-huh.
Listen. I told you something, right? If they are holding people, as Patrick Sudu said, and reluctantly too, if they are holding people in custody, interrogating them, what does it tell you? They must have reason to believe that Princess Cooper was murdered. They must. Now, there's another point. When was the last time the police ever held a suspect in their custody? They didn't bring him in for questioning. It's one thing if you brought someone in for questioning, and because you didn't have such good reason to think that there might be a prime suspect, so you decide to exercise discretion to not release that person's name to the public. But when you say we have a suspect in our custody in connection with the death of Princess Cooper, you owe the public the name of the suspect.
Yep.
When was the last time the LNP did not divulge the name of a suspect they have in their custody?
So now we are talking about two nationalities here, Liberians and Lebanese guys. So who's this suspect? Is it the Lebanese?
No. Baga, you're confusing this thing. No. Patrick Sudu said a Lebanese national. He did not say we have a suspect. He was specific. The point I'm making to you is that this is not how the police, this is not how they operate. When they have a suspect in their custody, under detention, being interrogated, they tell the public. They don't say we have a suspect. In a case such as this, with very high public interest, they don't say, why are they protecting the identity of the suspect? If the suspect were a Liberian, they would have called the suspect's name. When they spoke with the boyfriend, what did they do?
They let us know, they inform us.
When they spoke with the friend, Welle, what did they do?
They inform us about it.
So then why can't they tell us who the name of this Lebanese guy is? You see how they operate? You see how unprofessional these people are? You see how they are? How they expose themselves?
when they spoke with the boyfriend, they published it. They said we spoke with the boyfriend. He took the girl's phone. He transferred $150 out of her mobile money account. We spoke with a friend and blah, blah, blah. They said it. But now they have a Lebanese national in their custody, according to Patrick.
Yeah.
Chu, but they will not tell us what the name of the Lebanese national is. They are protecting the Lebanese guy. Okay. It is as simple as that. You could tell us the name of the boyfriend when you spoke to him. What was his name? Samuel Yolo.
Samuel something.
Samuel Nolo or Yolo or something. And then the friend's name is Waled. You told us when you spoke with those people. When you brought them in for questioning, you did tell us, you told us their names. But this Lebanese national doesn't have a name because they're protecting the Lebanese national. I know it must have taken a lot of pressure for them to even bring that guy in for questioning. Because I'm not surprised that they might be protecting him. Where was she found dead?
W. Junction at the Fawaz building.
Thank you. Didn't they say she frequented that place?
Yeah.
She used to go there all the time. That's what I mean by frequented. All the time she used to go there. Didn't they say in the grapevine that she and Fawaz were involved they were in a romantic relationship?
Yeah.
We heard that.
That's what they said. They told us.
Yes, we heard that. They said, she may have been with her boyfriend, but she also, according to the story, was romantically involved with the individual, one of the individuals who lived in that particular place. I'm told they have the store downstairs, right? Like most stores in the country, and they have a living space upstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the property is fenced in. So you see, my friends, this is the way our country is. We always protect those with money, those with contacts, whether they're foreign. In fact, it is the foreigners who enjoy the best protection, period. Now, who do you think the suspect is? This Lebanese national suspect that they have in their custody?
Yeah.
Possibly someone named Fawaz.
Yeah.
That's it. Possibly someone named Fawaz. Is it? So my point is, why haven't they said anything ever since to us? Because they're incompetent and because they intend to protect someone. It is as simple as that. There is no other way to look at it other than that. We're told, this is the conspiracy theory that we've heard, and it looks like this conspiracy theory might not be a conspiracy theory after all. It might be the truth. We're hearing all kinds of accounts that Princess Cooper had gone to see this guy, and there were several other guys there and girls. Yeah. And they had wanted to engage in a certain sexual activity involving multiple people, what the bookman would call an orgy. Yeah. Of some type. And there was a particular kinky sexual stuff that they wanted to do, and Princess was not interested in. Hello? Yeah. And they might have attempted to give her something to inebriate her, to make her not be very active. Yeah. So that they may take advantage of her. They might have laced her drink or food or whatever, but they might have given her too much of whatever substance they gave her. Now, the intent might not have been to kill her. The intent, according to what we are told, might have been to cause her to be inebriated so that she would be cooperative. Yeah. You understand? So that she would not be trouble for them to handle her. And then, of course, sexually have their way with her. That is what we are told. That's what we've been hearing. And then I'm told they might have given her too much of that stuff. Whatever it is they gave her. That is possibly why, as I said, possibly why, because this is all a theory, that is possibly why she began to bleed through the nose and through the mouth, or from the mouth and through the nose. Now, What does that look like? I am no coroner or pathologist or anything or medical doctor, but that shows when somebody, ingests something toxic, they've ingested that and their body is rejecting it or is causing them to, it looks like that. So that's what we're told. That these guys, that princess used to go there and they used to have sex and they used to do all kinds of things, orgies and stuff. And so they wanted her to participate in something that she didn't want to participate in, according to what we're told.
Yeah, because Costa, from the call with her friend, and her friend saying they are killing me.
They are killing me.
Yeah.
But who did we hear the words from again? Because Princess must have been dead. It must have been her friend who she called. Because we heard those words. They are killing me, oh. They are killing me, oh. Because according to what we heard, her friend, she had called her friend on video, WhatsApp video.
Yeah.
And they were doing a video call. And the blood was oozing out of her mouth and her nose. And she struggled in these ragged, in these ragged words. They are killing me, oh.
They are killing me.
Oh. Who they?
So, Costa, the question is, who are they? And probably her friends should know who killing her.
Well,
because you can just
now you see what happening, Bogart?
Costa, you are our friends.
The puzzle pieces are coming together.
Yeah, you are our friends. We normally go chill. We go places. We know you know everything about me.
You know where I can go.
Yeah, you know where I can go. I know where you can go. So if I just pick up the phone and call you directly and say they are killing me, I may have told you where I am going at that particular time that I will.
And you must and you must know who they are because you knew where I went.
Yes.
And of all the people I would call, why would I call you? I called you because you know where I am and you know what I came to do.
Sure.
Why do you think they were deleting numbers from the cell phone?
The
numbers they were deleting possibly were the phone numbers belonging to the Lebanese individual.
Yeah.
To protect the Lebanese individual, Bogart. You understand?
Yeah.
So they had to try to remove that so that the Lebanese individual would be protected. That is exactly why it makes sense. So you see, now people say Princess Cooper's boyfriend knew that she was involved romantically with this Lebanese dude. Now, does that surprise you? It's a common thing in Liberia.
Nope.
The boy can know that his girlfriend got one, the papa can give her money and he's cool with it, or at least he pretends to be cool with it. It's common in Liberia. Very common. You know, your girlfriend got sugar daddy.
Sugar daddy, because she's bringing money to you and you just want to be sitting there crossing your leg.
That one a common thing. We all know that one. The one thing that's been clear here is that Princess Cooper used to go to that building all the time. Everybody has said that. Now, why would she go there all the time? Was she doing business there?
No,
she providing catering services for the Lebanese guys there?
No.
Well, some kind of service she was providing. But we're told that that is why, that is in connection to her death. That is what. So, according to what we're told, that the death might not be, they didn't want to murder her. They just wanted to make sure she is weakened or subjected to, so that they will be able to control, and take advantage of her. And whatever substance they gave her, they might have given too much of her. They might have given too much to her. You see? So that is what might have caused the girl's death. They wanted to give her something to control her, and so they can take advantage of her, but they might have given her too much. And then she called her one friend who knew where she was. And probably the friend too, whether had been there before, maybe they all were in that.
Yeah, they always
they're killing me, oh. They're killing me, oh. You see that? Because Princess Cooper didn't die right away. They said she struggled. Because in the yard, her blood was spread, was all over the place in the compound.
Sure. She vomited from all steps all the way down.
Thank you. So there was a trail. So they didn't just bring her on the side and chop her to death. There was no mark on her, no stab wounds, nothing. So you can see the blood trail. She was throwing up, she was bleeding all the way downstairs, and she died in the yard. So you see, Bogart, This is why nobody was alarmed. This is broad day. Princess Cooper was not murdered in that place there, outside in the yard. No, it is a substance that she ingested that killed her. And we're told those boys did not mean to kill her. They meant to subdue her so that they could take advantage of her sexually. I don't know. According to the story, she probably wasn't comfortable with what they wanted to do.
Yeah.
That's what we're told. Can you imagine that, Buckeye? A 25-year-old, beautiful, enterprising young lady. Her life cut short because somebody, apparently, according to the story, wanted to have fun with her. Yeah. Yeah. And so you see, all of them were fumbling. They were protecting the Lebanese guy, Buckeye. They are still protecting the Lebanese guy. You see it? These guys think we're stupid. You look at the whole population, you think we're stupid? You tell us, oh, we have a Lebanese guy in our custody. What's his name? Bang, bang. Will you tell her his name? Are you kidding? Are you kidding? Tell us the Lebanese guy's name. If he's innocent later on, do you not call other people's names all the time when you arrest them, other suspects? You do.
You can name them.
You can
Bring
name
them
the
to
suspects.
Yep.
When they arrested the suspect in the murder case of the late John Hillary Tubman, did they not name the fella?
Yeah, they did.
Did they not post his picture, his mugshots? Every time they arrest armed robbers and murderers, do they not publish them? Oh,
They do.
the Lebanese fella now, he doesn't have a name, right? He doesn't have a name. You think we're stupid? You think we don't know what's happening?
But
You
Costa,
think we don't know because you're under pressure?
in case it is this way, the Lebanese federal, the name is no longer in a country. That becomes another issue because we are hearing that the person fled the country already. So if
Or
you
they say they
name,
got him in their custody, they better produce him. Or if they no longer have him in their custody, they better tell us. I mean, I don't trust these Salama swines, Wakai. I don't trust them. I mean, you shouldn't trust them. Let me ask you a question. Tomorrow makes it 2 weeks since the autopsy was conducted. Why the hell haven't they told us what the autopsy found?
That's
Tell
the
me,
question.
you tell me.
Because they are trying to hide something from us.
Precisely. Or they found something that indicates more than likely that she ingested something toxic, which might have killed her. You understand me? And so now they know. Why you think they go arrest the Lebanese guy? If this is true, I'm sure this is true. You know why I believe it's true? They have a Lebanese person, or they are talking to a Lebanese person. If it were not so, they would not say it, because guess what? They would not give you reason to believe, or they would not point to someone to expose them that they are trying to protect. They would not do that if they were not compelled to. The reason they've named the Lebanese fellow, or haven't named, or have at least said they have a Lebanese fellow, is because they have very solid reason to believe that, and they are under pressure. Therefore, they can. Yesterday was the protest. Let's veer off a little bit to another aspect of the Princess Cooper thing. The people went out to protest. Yes, they didn't obtain a permit, but there is no justification to, to have reacted the way they did. They arrested a number of our people, including my own Princess Martina Konate. We got our lawyers on it, thanks to Councillor Tewan Gonglo, working in concert with the COP lawyer, Councillor Finlay Kanga. I spoke with him yesterday. Mohammed Cornan, the youth chair, did a great job, went there. I spoke with him. Mohammed brought all the particulars of all the people who were in police custody, and he went and he and Councillor Gonglo secured their release. And Queen Johnson was also among them. You might remember the girl who gave Christmas Silly the infamous slap. Queen Johnson, she's a hell of a girl. They all were there, so they've been putting pressure. Pressure is what I believe the government is yielding to. Pressure. Now, Wagai, let's move on to something else. I have just been told that an alleged rapist is attempting to flee the country. Wagai. This fella's name, the alleged rapist's name, is Augustine Aliyu, the alleged rapist. I'm told he is a Sierra Leonean national. He's the head of an international NGO, a Sierra Leonean national, the head of an international NGO. He has raped a girl in the SOS center. And the Ministry of Gender, we're told, according to my source, very credible, very unimpeachable source, the Ministry of Gender is attempting to close this case up. They're playing hush hush. I'm going to repeat. A Sierra Leonean national named Augustine Aliyu. Augustine Aliyu. We're told Augustine Aliyu has raped a girl, a little girl. I don't know the girl's age. In fact, he is the national director of SOS Liberia.
Wow.
Yeah, the SOS Center. You know the SOS Center, Bwaga? You know where that is?
Yeah. Yeah.
Where they keep, where they provide a shelter underprivileged children, provide them education, room and board, and all that kind of stuff. Matadi Estate. That is correct. Mr. Augustine A. Aliyu is the national director of SOS Liberia. He is a Sierra Leonean national. He has raped, according to the story, he has raped a girl at SOS Center. The Minister of Gender knows about this, but he's a foreign national, he's a big shot, he's the head of SOS, and we're told that they're trying to keep it hush-hush. According to our sources, wow, that he is considering fleeing the country. Yeah. Can you imagine that? Yeah. They say he is considering fleeing the country. Don't you forget now. He's a Sierra Leone national. So you see, now people from SOS are pressuring the Minister of Gender to take action.
Look at that.
And the Minister of Gender people, they have been defensive. In fact, I just received a message from the Minister of Gender people. They're saying they're not trying to protect the guy. And they're saying that the gender task force arrived there at 12 noon and they took the little girl to the hospital for checkup. They say they went to his house to make the arrest, but he was out. According to them, they went to arrest Mr. Augustine Aliyu, but Mr. Augustine Aliyu was out. Then they proceeded to call him, but he refused to pick his phone, according to them. Then when they contacted the Liberia Immigration Service to watch out for him at border points and the airport.
Look at that.
Yeah. But then, according to them, he has made contact and he will turn himself in tomorrow morning. He has made contact and he will turn himself tomorrow morning. You can see that they are under pressure. This is the director of SOS. This is a man who heads an international NGO that makes a lot of money. He can have as many women he wants to have, big women, not children, not people's children. He can have, they got many fine women in the country, unmarried women. If he wants to have 10 women, he can have them if they agree to have him. But Bwaga, according to the story, he chose to rape a little girl placed in his care at SOS. So the Minister of Gender people were dragging their feet. Peace or them, dragging their feet. And finally, after pressure, I mean, can you imagine, Bwaga, you have to be pressuring people to go and arrest an alleged rapist? Imagine you have to do that, Bwaga. So finally, they say Mr. Augustine Aliyu will turn himself in today, this morning.
Waiting to see.
We're waiting to see whether he will turn himself in. Yep. Can you imagine that? Ooh, can you imagine that? Well, yeah. Well, somebody just said this. Somebody just told me, according to their source, this person is a journalist whose name I will not call. They were at the LMP headquarters yesterday. And wow. And Councillor Gonglo was there. It's true. And Councillor Gonglo introduced himself as a lawyer of the family. I know this because I put him in touch. I put the family in touch with Councillor Tiawan Gonglo. I spoke with Councillor Gonglo and asked him to kindly represent the family And as usual, Councillor Gonglo willingly obliged to represent the family. So according to this person, yesterday they met Councillor Tiawan Gonglo at the police headquarters. And Councillor Gonglo told them, the journalists and those present, that he, Councillor Gonglo, has seen the Lebanese fella who has been investigated by the police.
Wow.
And Councillor Gonglo goes further to say that when they looked at Princess Cooper's call log,
Yeah.
this is what Councillor Gonglo reportedly told the journalist. And this friend of mine is a very good friend of mine who sent me this information, a trusted friend, a professional journalist. He was on the scene. He was one of those Councillor Gonglo spoke with. He said, when the police examined Princess Cooper's call log, the very last call that was made, the last call was made between this Lebanese fella and Princess Cooper. Hello? Did you just hear what I said?
Yeah.
Councillor Gonglo told a number of journalists and others gathered at the LMP headquarters yesterday that the very last call that was made from Princess Cooper's phone, or that they saw on her call log, was between her and a Lebanese guy. You see why the people kept saying, call log, call log, call log?
Call log. Because that was the time he invited her over, Costa.
What? No, it might not have been the time he invited her over. That particular call must have been an earlier call. But perhaps when they laced her food or drink or whatever substance that she ingested, and they began to do that bad thing that it eventually did to her, costing her dear young life. And after she got out of the building and was leaving, he probably might have tried calling her to get her to come back or something. You understand what I'm trying to say, black guy?
Yeah.
Because she called her friend. Don't forget, now one of the last calls Princess Cooper made was to her friend Willie.
Yeah.
Don't forget
messenger call.
It was a messenger call, Facebook messenger call, exactly. So the Lebanese fellow might have also been trying to call her to see where she was to come back upstairs. So they said the very last call on her call log was the call of the Lebanese fellow. Why the hell did he call her? Why the hell did she die on his premises? You think that's a coincidence? Clearly not.
The question is, Costa, why up to now the police not coming up and giving us information about this?
Oh, because the internet will protect the guy. Why you not seen that thing yet? All this why their job has been, how do we protect this Lebanese fellow?
But he can be protected, Costa.
Huh?
No, he can be protected. He can be protected in this case.
No, right now they can protect him. And also we know why did he call Princess Cooper last? And they told Councillor Gonglo this. You know how we trust Councillor Gonglo. I mean, integrity. They told Councillor Gonglo, they showed Councillor Gonglo the call log that the Lebanese guy was the last person to call Princess Cooper. The very last call on Princess Cooper's call log was from a Lebanese guy. And it is that Lebanese guy that Councillor Gonglo said he saw. Councillor Gonglo said to the journalists that he laid eyes on the Lebanese fellow. Yes. So it is not the call for her to go to him. I'm sure that call must have happened much earlier. You understand what I mean, Bogai?
Yep.
But the last call, I'm presuming that call might have been after they laced her food or drink or whatever substance that would eventually kill her, and she got up and tried to flee and came downstairs and was throwing up and bleeding and oozing blood out of the mouth and the nose. I'm sure it was at that point that he was trying to call her. Maybe he was panicking.
Yeah.
He was panicking, and so he must have called her then. That is what I think. That is my theory.
You just imagine the blood we saw out.
Yeah.
We don't know what happened upstairs.
Oh, yeah. She must have bled upstairs. She must have started bleeding from upstairs.
Upstairs.
Because there was a trail of blood. There was a trail of blood. The blood stains. You can see the video we saw, right? You can see the blood stains in the yard. And the yard, the back of the yard is paved. So there's concrete pavement. You can see the blood stain. And they didn't do a good job trying to cover it up, Buckeye, because I think it was broad day. People were there and stuff like that. It was difficult to try to destroy evidence. If it were in the night, those boys could have taken that girl's body and go dump her somewhere, okay?
Yeah.
They could have done that. They could have taken her body and somewhere and dump it. They could have done that. But unfortunately for them, they couldn't do it. and fortunately for the family, at least they will get justice and will know that they did it. Yes.
Yeah, but the police should have checked her friend call log also, because
I'm sure they did. Oh, you boy. I'm sure they did. But they ain't want to tell her nothing. Because you see, to expose the friend is to expose the Lebanese guy. You see that? And the boyfriend too, look like he's not concerned about justice for his dead girlfriend. The same yellow fellow. Because the first thing he was concerned about was transferring money out of her account.
Wow.
All right, let's move on to something else. It looks like something is happening in the Princess Cooper case. Yes, you need to tell Martina I want her to go. We got to find the family of the 12-year-old girl who was raped. And
I just sent a message. They are protesting today. Today again. They are protesting today again. So she just sent me a message.
Yeah, look, they gotta go and get a Anyway, the lawyer told us to tell them something. Mohammed Kone should tell them. Tell Mohammed Kone to talk to Martina and tell him that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't want. Yesterday we had to go through a hassle to get them out. So these people are crazy. Yeah, they're crazy. So we got to make sure we try to cover some steps and stuff like that, so that they can't do something crazy. Anyway, let's move on to something else there, Boakai. The U.S. State Department yesterday published its 2021 Human Rights Report on Liberia. The report is out. It's very similar to reports from previous times. We are prominently featured in the report, something which is quite common every other year. They talked about the government shutting down our radio. Well, the government threatening radio stations from relaying us. They talked about the case Bill Tower brought against me in the United States. They talk about a whole number of other things, but the report is public. You can go and read it. There's nothing surprising in it. The usual things: violation of people's rights, police brutality, inmates, the deplorable overcrowding and the deplorable conditions and overcrowding at the Monrovia Central Prison, and a whole number of things they talked about. So the report is out there. You can go and read it. They talk about secret killings. Lots of secret killings happening in the country, mysterious deaths and killings. They talk about that. They talk about the high crime rate, of course. So the report is out. Go and find it, grab a copy and read it. Now, yesterday, also, I published I did a post about a report put out by the Global Fund. Now, for those of you who do not know what the Global Fund is, the Global Fund is a global network of countries that raise. Is a network. Is an organization that comprises many countries that give funds for the procurement of, for the provision of HIV drugs, tuberculosis drugs, and malaria drugs. So they have the Global Fund on HIV, TB, and malaria. It's a global fund, and they work with Liberia through the Ministry of Health. They've been working with us for many, many years. They provide millions and millions of dollars to the government, and to procure these drugs and to distribute them. So you see, people in Liberia receive free generic HIV drugs. Free generic. When I say generic, I'm not talking about Biktarvy. Biktarvy costs about $5,000 a month for 30 tablets. 30 tablets, okay? 30 tablets for 5,000 US a month. Biktarvy is one of the world's first single pill HIV drug. You take one pill a day rather than taking a cocktail of pills. So Biktarvy is very, very expensive, 5,000 US dollars a month. So, but they have these other generic HIV drugs, antiretroviral drugs, that help you contain the viral load and prevent it from becoming, from being transmitted to someone else sexually, and also, from turning to AIDS. So what they do is the Global Fund provides these funds to Liberia, and our people, according to an audit that was conducted, the Global Fund decided to conduct an audit, an investigation into the management of these funds, and they found that there were fraudulent and abusive practices in Global Fund programs in Liberia. We have been stealing the people's money. Yes, that's what it's called, the Global Fund Against AIDS, Tuberculosis, and Malaria. We've been stealing the people's money, guy. Hello? Does that surprise you? This report was published on the 8th of April, 2022, this year, a few days ago, on their website. And the title is Liberia, Fraudulent and Abusive Practices in Global Fund Programs. They gave us money to buy drugs to give to our people. We steal the damn money because Liberians cannot help themselves. We're a bunch of useless damn rogues. That's what we are. When you say it, people don't actually hear, but that's your damn business. I don't care how you feel. That's why we are the way we are, a backward, useless country. We've been around for 176 years. We can't G no hall, no electricity, no water, no internet, bad roads, small, tiny, hot country. People, oh my God, man, we're such a backward country. So the Global Fund put this thing out. This is a message from the Executive Director, Global Fund Grants in Liberia. I'm going to read the message. The message the Global Fund released. An investigation by the Office of the Inspector General. When they say Inspector General, they're not talking about your police person. The Inspector General of the Global Fund people, their office. Not your Zulu, I beg you. An investigation by the Office of the Inspector General has discovered systemic fraud and misappropriation by staff of the Liberian Ministry of Health, a grant principal recipient. When I say grant principal recipient, an organization, in this case, Ministry of Health, that receives grant money, free money. That's what they say, a grant principal recipient. I'm going to read again. An investigation by the Office of the Inspector General has discovered systemic fraud and misappropriation by staff of the Liberian Ministry of Health, a grant principal recipient.
Wow.
I'm going to read further. This is a statement from the Executive Director of the Global Fund. We found non-compliant expenditures and or various types of wrongdoing in 91% of the expenditures reviewed. Hey! What did I just say?
Wow.
What percentage of the transactions? What is the percentage of the expenditures that were made? Out of 91%, out of 100% of the expenditures, spending the people's money, 91% of them were fraudulent.
91%. What?
91% out of 100%. So only 9% of the times that they spend the people's millions of dollars. Only 9% of the time they did it the right way.
Wow.
What did I just say? Of all the times they dealt with the people's money for free HIV drugs for our poor people, free malaria drugs for our poor people, and free tuberculosis drug for our poor people, 91% of the time, they play inside.
Only 9%.
Only 9% of the time, they did it the right way.
Hey.
Labia, useless people, useless country. You steal until you steal foreigners' money. They want you to let me write a statement here on the Global Fund website. It is there. I'm going to read further. Let me read this line again. We found non-compliant expenditures. Now, what do they mean by non-compliant expenditure? There are laid down rules and regulations that govern how you manage these funds.
Yeah.
You must comply with those regulations and those regulatory or those the financial management system that they put in place. You must follow that to the letter. But Liberia will not let them follow that because if they follow it, they will not steal. So when you follow the regulations, the framework that was put in place to how to spend the money, you can't steal. So you gotta beat it. You gotta cut corners and steal the people's money. So the people said, we found non-compliant expenditures and or various types of wrongdoing in 91% of the expenditures reviewed. They didn't say all the expenditure. They only say 91% of
91%.
they reviewed. The one they look at, the one they look at is the one they found 91% on A. That's so nyama nyama. Non-compliant expenditures total $1.1 million. What did I just say? Non-compliant expenditures totaled $1.1 million US. Yeah. That means that the money they spend, the total money of the total of the people's money they spend in a non-compliant way, in a way that they're not supposed to spend it. $1.1 million US. Staff of the National AIDS Control Program. Hello? The National AIDS Control Program is the government body that deals with HIV matters. They buy HIV drugs and give the drugs to people, blah, blah. I'm going to read. Staff of the National AIDS Control Program conducted fraudulent procurements. Hello? Staff of the National AIDS Control Program conducted fraudulent procurements of vehicle repairs and advertising services. They told the person, we did vehicle repair, no proof. Why?
Yeah.
No proof. They told the person, we pay for advertising services, no proof.
No receipt.
No proof. The people write further. No assurance could be provided over program delivery in 75% of Ministry of Health field activities that we review. No assurance. No assurance is receipt. Proof.
Yeah.
Evidence. Give us assurance.
Evidence. Report.
In 75% of the Ministry of Health field activities that they review, no proof they could show them. And the Ministry of Health overcharged for daily subsistence allowances. You see DSA?
Yeah.
When they get them, when they go in the field to do what stuff, the DSA,
yeah,
they inflicted the DSA amounts. That's what the post say. The Ministry of Health overcharged for daily subsistence allowances and misused grant funds by providing incorrect allowances and catering expenses.
Look at that.
Minister of Health will say, oh man, DSA bugger, you sort of get 200. Okay, global. Y'all tell the global the damn AIDS money, man. The money to buy the AIDS medicine. Y'all tell the money y'all get bugger 300 instead of 200 for a DSA. Then they say, okay, catering service. Okay, you know why we out there doing West Side? We gotta eat. So y'all get my mom a catering contract. Y'all brought on the paper. Y'all say she provided $5,000 US worth of food for all today. So lies. Talking. And people will not go to jail for this, okay? You see how useless the country is? You see why the country can go nowhere? People will not go to jail for this. And y'all stop rushing to blame the government. It started from Ellington. I beg you. Those of y'all who are United Party people, y'all don't even put your more inside the 1 year. Because they won't start from Ellington. Let me just tell y'all. They report covers from 2015 all the way back. I think it's even earlier than that. Huh? Yeah, from 2015. That Ellington. So I beg you. So y'all don't be rushing to be dancing. Because the higher looking when y'all want a government there, because most of y'all are higher looking. When y'all government there, they see, y'all can defend that. When the other government there were in here, y'all will talk about that. So y'all just shut up. I beg you. All of y'all who support Ellen government, y'all just shut up. Y'all can't talk inside the 1 year. This CD started in 2015. I beg you, yeah. I beg you. So I just y'all know me. I can tell you. I was supporting. I mean, how you will support Joe Biden, but you don't let Unity Party people, or you don't let the Unity Party government. I so let Unity Party government for what they did to us, Liberia, what they did to me personally. So they're stealing here. The audit, the investigation started from 2015. Yeah, it started from 2015. So y'all don't be rushing and be clapping your hands. Oh, did not catch Jawia. No, it started from 2015 all the way to Jawia time. I just want to let y'all know. It started from 2015 straight to Jawia time. And you know what I mean, boy? Because you will see the Unity Party put them and be like, yeah. And tell me that they see started from what? 2015. From Ellen Johnson elite time. All the way. So when you want attack for this stuff, you attack Ellen, then you attack Jovia. Then it will be fair. The two of them, they're government then, useless government then. Yeah. So you attack the two government. Let me read further. Okay. Military help controls, policies, and oversight to mitigate fraud and misappropriation were either insufficient or did not exist. They say the system is sort of put in place.
Yeah.
To do that, all the things, either they were not there or they were there or they didn't care. The Global Fund has implemented internal controls to address this issue, and further controls will be implemented as a result of this investigation. The Global Fund's fiscal agent did not adequately mitigate the risk of fraud and engaged in conflicts of interest and misappropriation, including accepting grant funds for DSA and few coupons for activities that did not take place. What they say? They get their money for fuel and money for what? For DSA. To go the fee.
Yeah.
For activities that did not what?
They couldn't go.
That did not take place. You see the other one here? I tell you that say the Global Fund say the investigation began from Ellington. Then other men say are gone. If you think that I will support Joseph Burger, you are a damn idiot. If you think because I support Joe Burger, so I will see the wrong that Ellen did and not speak to it, you are a damn fool. Because I don't have that kind of contract with anybody. I will never sell my soul. The Unity Party government was one of the most useless governments we had. Yes, Joe Burger worked in it. Was he responsible for what happened? No, he wasn't, because he was vice president. I know the role of a vice president, but you will never ever see me sit on here because I support Joe Burger. So I'm going to be supporting the wrong that Unity Party did. You damn fool. This report started, the investigation covers from 2015 to 2018. From Ellington, 2015, 2018, who was president? George Weah. George Weah. You think I'm going to sit here and defend wrong because I support Joe Burger? You think I support Unity Party? I support Joe Burger. I made it clear to y'all. I made it very clear to y'all. The nonsense Unity Party people did. You think I can't support them because I can't defend it? I sort of defend Unity Party. All the bullshit that happened in my country, the things that they did to me, I sort of defend them. I picked one man out. One man. Joseph Burger. The scene where Willie Toba was different. Willie Toba was vice president to Tubman for 19 years. Tubman was doing all the nonsense. But Willie Toba became president in 1971. He was different. He was a different man. He was not responsible for all the nonsense Tubman did. He was a different leader, and he was the greatest Liberian leader we ever had. So that is why I see Joe Burger for who he is, for what he has done, and for what he was not a part of. He was not a part of the corruption. That's why he ain't got no millions nowhere. That's why he ain't got nothing, because he's an honest and decent man. But if you expect, because I support Joe Burger, so I should sit down there and close my mouth on all the nonsense Unity Party did, you are a damn idiot. A damn idiot. I will never, ever defend Unity Party. Never. If you question my loyalty and my support for Joe Burger because I don't defend a bunch of criminals who destroy my damn country, you are a damn fool. That's what you are. You know what will suffer in the damn country under Unity Party? Can't sit on there talking about Costa gone for through, you damn son of a swan. Rob Sally, that faggot ball, bankrupted knockout. Millions of dollars gone. Chevron gave us $10 million. $10 million. Stole the damn money. You think I'm partisan? I'm too sophisticated to be a partisan. And that partisan nonsense. You support a party. And my man, we gotta defend our people. You stupid. You poor like that. You want to defend Ellen Ferguson, who stole millions? You poor like that. You want to defend the rogues that got rich from the government under Ellen Johnson Sirleaf? You want to defend them? The only man I will defend is Joe Burger. He ain't steal no money. He ain't steal no money. Joe Bugger did not steal no money. He's the only man I would defend. All of you who defend the United Party rogues, you're a bunch of stupid fools. The people destroy your country, destroy your life, and then build like useless hydro. Today we can't get current from that. I know some of you can want to blame Joe for the hydro. Do you know that, Bugger?
Yeah.
Joe we had to the government useless. They were sitting there and let the hydro. The parts was poor. They can't even replace the parts. That he uno blunder, Bugger. That the hydro will break down. They can't get the parts to fix it. That he uno blunder. But who built the fishy hydro? Huh? You don't get me started. Me, I can tell you the truth. I know United Party, I can stand the United Party for what they did to my country. So you better don't start that nonsense with me talking about Costa gone. The day report said the ceiling of the Global Fund money started in 2015. That was in power. That job we have.
Ellie.
That job we are in power, you damn belly goat. Or that you power in power. You're here to talk the truth. You're so damn stupid that you support people even when they do wrong. The only man I can pick out of United Party is Joseph Yuma Walker. I pick him out, I put him one side. He's a decent, clean man. He ain't steal no damn money. Not one day did we have any evidence on Joe Walker that he stole any money or was involved in any corporate deal. Joe Walker is not Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. I swear to God, if it were not Joe Walker, United Party would not have gotten no votes the way they got all the votes, 500,000 votes. Joe Walker, United Party got no votes because of one human being, Joseph Human Walker.
Yeah.
After Taylor left from power, what happened to MPP? It died. After Samuel Gando left, what happened to NDP? It died. After Toba was overthrown, what happened to the TWP? It died. All the political parties in Liberia die after they leave power because they don't do good. They are bad. But the only reason why UP is still alive is because of one man. UP is riding on the integrity and the character of one man, Joseph Yuma Boakai. One man. That one man UP riding on. But when they think people supporting you because of you, they people support Joe Bugger because of Joe Bugger. Don't get it twisted. Right on the live feed, I'm going to ask people, who do you support? You support UP or you support Joseph Boakai? People support Boakai. They don't support Unity Party. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. I hate to hear them promoting the bad people. They will destroy our country.
And she got to where we are today. She made
she put us in this mess. You think people can talk about UP? Ask my people. You tell them. Those of you you're making comments. You tell them. You think they support UP? They support Joseph Boakai. They support Joseph Boakai. They support UP. You think the people have forgotten what UP did to Liberia? They are Boakai supporters. Joseph Boakai is the one that has UP alive. If it were not him, he's dead. So don't get it twisted. I don't like them for the way they ran in the country and the things they did to me. Put me in jail, try to destroy my life, shut down my businesses. Today when I see someone there be talking, some of y'all ain't got no right to talk shit. Some of y'all ain't got no right to talk shit because of what you did to us in the country for 12 years. You ain't got nothing to say. The only man that got something to say that Joseph Yuma Boakai. Only one man. He ain't steal no money. He ain't kill nobody. He ain't hurt nobody. He ain't do nothing to nobody. One man. One man. Joseph Yuma Boakai. One man. The whole UP is riding on his back. The whole Unity Party is riding on Joseph Yuma Boakai back. On the back of his integrity, on the back of his honesty, on the back of his patriotism, on the back of his squeaky clean record and reputation. That are the one man you're riding on. Hey, that was not for him. Walai.
That time the Unity Party finished.
Oh, no, you're finished.
That time they don't have a party called Unity Party. It's already dead.
That's what MPP so
that's what Eddie wanted. Yeah.
You don't get it twisted. Joseph Yuma Boakai is a man. I love that old man. I love him. He's a decent man. His heart beats for Liberia. He loves the country. He doesn't give a damn about money, all of that. So I can see somebody be running around. Your team when Joe Biden become president, they see nonsense you people doing that. Your team know what will happen? They don't know. Biden. They don't know Joe Biden. So when they be celebrating, they think when Joe Biden win, how it will be. Y'all see y'all get a shock of your life. I think Joe Biden like Ellen. Do you know why Ellen didn't want Joe Biden to be president? Do you know why? Because she knew Joe Biden would outshine her. He would do better than her, way better than her. And he will make her look bad. So she chose a George Weah to be president. So you don't get it twisted. Because I support Joe Biden shouldn't make you think that I care or I've forgotten what UP did to my country. Don't get it twisted and don't get me started. When I tell you, say, a global fund investigation started from 2015, then you open your damn mouth and tell me, say, oh, because I don't go to CDC. Oh. Now I can go to CDC. I know that I'm supposed to support Joe Weah. You damn Billy Goat. Let's go take some calls there. Because I said the investigation started from 2015. That one minute man fell. That UP man are in there. That mean read the report. That mean read the report, yeah. The global fund report. The stealing that Joe Weah is doing and the people doing. Who they learn it from? Who they learn it from?
Ellen Johnson Sirleaf and the United Party.
Who they learn the stealing from? They stealing with still in the bonnet. Who the hell they learn it from? They learn it from. So y'all don't get me started. And y'all know me. Nobody get more ego than me. Let's go take some calls there.
And she never wanted the United Party to survive. That's what she put George Weah there. Or she felt like, oh, there will be no United Party after her. So let me just put George Weah there and United Party will be a dead party.
Now God got Joseph Boakai going strong. Y'all don't get it twisted. Let's take some calls here. Y'all know me. I know how to make your feet back. I don't care. I can tell you the mayor let to get me started.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Boakai, and good morning to Leader Pedro Costa.
Welcome.
This is Clicky Kuma. I'm calling for station number 2. Leader, I want to say thank you this morning for raising the issue of Princess Hotel. And also the last issue you're talking about, Leader. I understand your love for Joe Boakai, and I understand how you feel about Joe Boakai becoming president of this country. But look, Leader, some of those same United Party people don't like you.
That's their business. I don't care what they let me, but I will be with Joe Boakai.
And the only reason that on a Saturday is because you supported that candidate.
I know.
Any attempt to lie on this man that he's supporting CDC because he opposed his view. We tag you on the Facebook. We are very clear with that.
Let me tell you something. Let me say this, Boakai, before you take another call. Nothing will make me not support Joe Boakai. I know some of them hate my guts, the UP people. They hate my guts. They can't stand me. Many of them did terrible things when you were in power. I dealt with y'all. That's your business. I will never not support Joe Boakai because of y'all. Let me just tell you. So don't stop wasting your time. I'm not going nowhere. My relationship is with Joe Boakai direct. I don't need anybody to deal with Joe Boakai. I have a direct relationship with Joseph Yuma Boakai. And nobody will make me stop supporting him because you let my business. So you're wasting your time. Take more calls, yeah, Boakai.
077-012-102-886-010383. The WhatsApp number is +231 888-624-171. Let's take somebody on the WhatsApp number this morning.
I'm corruption ain't got to talk about because I'm going to CDC because I'm messing your party, your government.
Hello.
Good morning.
Yeah, on the issue this morning, my name is Isaac Poco calling from Atlanta, Georgia. You know, it's so sad to hear Henry Costa backing Joe Boakai, who even like you want to tell me all the agreements that went on in Johnson go.
You never signed any. Vice President get signed concession agreement. Maybe you don't know.
Hello. Yeah, so Vice President can sign a concession agreement.
No.
The winner will tell you he presided over the Senate. He should
Vice President can vote. Maybe they may not know it right away. They may not know a constitution. The Vice President can
know a constitution. That makes sense.
The Vice President can only vote in the Senate when there's a tie. The vice
a
president
tie?
cannot
It was
vote
a tie.
unless there is a tie.
Yeah.
You think
Yeah.
the VP can vote? The VP can vote. You say what? Take more calls. Ellie used to send the bribe envelope money to President Afile, then the pro tem there. And not Joe Biden used to send her corrupt money to. You all right? VP can vote.
770-102-102. Keep your calls coming in. We'll take them and put
All the concessions they voted on Joe Biden never voted on one. You know why?
Yeah.
There was no tie that ever existed. Nobody that time. Nobody ever all of them agree. Where the tie will come from, Biden? That he will need to bring.
Anyone using it financially, Costa. Anyone using it.
Joe Biden never voted on any concession agreement. You are wrong. He never voted on one because there was never a tie that existed that needed to be broken by Joe Biden. Never was there a tie. The people can vote. I beg you, let's take some more calls there.
All right, the phone line still open. 0770-102-102. The WhatsApp number is +231-888-624-171. Let's take this person on the line. Good morning.
Good morning. Hello.
Yeah, good morning. Welcome.
Yeah, because I'm Barry from New York. Good morning, man.
Go ahead.
Yeah, because I was saying, if this thing happened to our sister from the Lebanese guy, if that was a Nigerian man due to Liberian men, they'll be attacking Nigerian men to their stores. We respect Lebanese and more our own black brothers. This is so sad. It's very, very sad, to lose our own sister in Liberia. If that was Nigerian men, it was a different for the Nigerian people in Clara Town. We need to go and make sure that Lebanese guy. Thank you, Costa.
Thank you so
much. Thank you, my brother. Thank you very, very much. Baga, we'll take 6 more calls and then we'll take our guests. We have Ivan Tumbe on the line. He's in the back room and I'm going to bring him on shortly. Just take 6 more calls there quickly.
Let's take this person. Good morning.
Joseph Baga on concession. You all right?
Costa. I'm calling you from Jakarta. I'm kind of constrained. None of our brothers
what's your name? What's your name?
The Constitution.
Kamara.
Read the Constitution. It needs some high level of constitutional reading. Because imagine, you're telling the brothers that the vice president does not break out, the vice president cannot vote on any concession agreement. The brother continue to argue on the line. This is not about argument. It's about listening everybody's issue and how the Constitution will like. The vice president breaks the tie. He does not vote. In fact, most of the book of construction agreement that was signed on most of them was done, so it was not tied. Neither before the Bible could break it. So thank you very much. Let's continue to fight. This is not about Jesus anymore. This is about Liberia. That is why you continue to preach Jesus anymore because he will serve as a vehicle.
All right, thank you so much. Let's take this person. Good morning, welcome.
Yeah, good morning, Baka. Is this the Costa Show?
Yeah, the Costa Show. Welcome. Your name, where you joining us from?
Oh, okay. I'm Obed Franklin, calling from Columbia, Maryland, USA.
Go ahead.
So my issue this morning is it has to do with the people march yesterday with the late Princess Copper. I saw police brutalizing people on the Freeport area, harassing them, stopping them. I just called to comment on that because it really shows that Liberia is in a police state, and there is no other way for Liberia right now except we find our mindset of voting. The next election 2023 is the chance we have right now to make the difference. Other than that, we are doomed for good. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Now take another person from this line. Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning. Your name is calling from?
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Listen to me through your phone. Don't listen to the receiver. Listen to me through your phone.
Yeah, I'm Lamini Esponent from Banga City, Bongande.
Go ahead, Lamini.
Yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate Brother Costa. Me, Liberia politics is in the hand of Costa. He knows the politics very well. They will come from all over and chunk and talking with all kind of slogans. I don't want him to be vexed. I don't want him to feel vexed. He's one of the leaders that is coming in Liberia. He knows Liberia's politics.
Okay.
And he is not supporting Joseph Boakai. He supports the good of Liberia. He supports the Liberian people. You see? Look, let me tell you, 2017, I get to touch Henry Costa. And all the relations that Costa have today, the popularity, it derives from his consistency. When Costa says that this, that, no million will take him from there. Other than that, it should have been done ever since.
All right, thank you so much. Now take somebody from the WhatsApp number this morning. Good morning.
Hello, how you doing, brother?
I'm okay. Your name is joining us from?
I'm calling from Atlanta. I thank you this morning, Costa. You made my day. That's why we say let's get Kumi and Billy take chance.
Bogai, what's going on? Did we lose Bogai? All right, we're gonna add our guest, Brother Ivan Tumbe.
Yes, sir.
Good morning, my man. What's up?
My man, quiet, my man. Jay McConnell, my man. What's going on?
It's been a while. It's good to see you, my
Yeah,
man.
just been quiet, that's all.
Yes. Ivan, we're glad to have you this morning. You are still the president of the Custom Brokers Association?
No. I'm not the former president.
Okay, you're the former president, but you were there for a long time. I take it you were here this morning to talk to us about the customs word, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Fantastic. Good to have you. Good to have you. So what's going on, man? What particular issues you want us to discuss this morning?
There are numerous issues, when we speak about the trade climate of Liberia, when you look at the indicators, there are a lot of issues because even currently right now, I normally visit all the guys who do those their continuous stuff and in the various depots, go and study their views and to try to compare what is currently ongoing. You notice that right now, when you visit, because currently I'm in the state of Minnesota, and I'm privileged to visit most of the lowly dogs and things, and you will notice that you find out other nationals are frequently doing shipping, and when you ask the guy what happened with Liberia, I say, my man, the people are so discouraged because they do go to the port, the kind of system, that more especially the way we have digitalized the whole system, things should have not been the way we thought it should be in the past of yesterday. But right now, everybody is crying. That right now, I can tell you for free because I'm not talking about the East Coast because I have not gone there yet. But where I am right now, it's a landlord pool the guy used here. The train have to continue to continue moving.
Yeah, continue somewhere else. Yeah.
You will not believe it. A few months ago, people continue how to be stockpiled in Minnesota because the guys will tell you, say, look, the Pokemon move continue for Liberia now because you get sometimes, in the whole state, you get only maybe 5 persons shipping to Liberia. So they just gotta lead it. You gotta lead the continent there at least about 15, 20, 25. Then we can pick up.
So the volume of shipment has dropped.
Yeah. No, but definitely, you look at the volume. It is the volume that determines the flow. It is the volume that determines the flow. So there are a lot of work need to be done because if you look at our country right now, what are the indicators these guys are really operating on? Because we are talking about the transition process from doing the PSI, which is the pre-shipment inspection that was done.
So
and
DI.
you now go to DI. That means you are doing final destination. And when you go by the whole system that came to organize the DI process, that the essence of the DI process was making sure that all the bottlenecks should be cut off so that the business people can have access to custom directly. So that all the Beaver report, all the report knows of the custom, you deal with the people directly. You tell them why it looks there. But yes, still not easy. Everybody is complaining. And the only reason you see businesses is still running Liberia because of the China market, the Dubai market, the I call it maybe other area in the Asian community, but to tell you for free, because those goods are, we all know they are all sustainable goods. The guy go there and they get produced because everybody want to keep their business going. People don't want to sit down and wait on their money. And,
let's talk about this trend that's been growing and growing and growing. People are shipping, they're transshipping. They're shipping to Guinea and then bringing it by road into Liberia. Let's really say, why are people increasingly doing that?
Costa, honestly, I was privileged to have done a field study with the shipment of Guinea, and I made my report to the trade committee, because I'm still a council member in Liberia Chamber of Commerce, and we were privileged to have done that survey, and we noticed it's not the issue of going to Guinea that Guinea was so cheap. No, the reason people are going to Guinea, it was all because of the doing business and the turning around time. Because that put it this way, with the current situation in America now. Right now, there's an increase of gas, but the fact of the matter is affordable. You go to all the gas stations, nobody will tell you no gas there. You go there, the gas there 24/7. You even wake up this morning, you go gas there. So the issue is, if the people going to Guinea, it's because they may go to Guinea today, a good is out today. So the money they may take to go to Freeport to pay storage and demurrage, you rather go to Guinea and you can get a goods all in one day, use all that storage and demurrage money, transfer a good, go to the border, compare a duty, because Guinea is a transfer port now. They may not pay duty. He goes there, he only pay a transshipment fee. That's what he does. He don't pay duty in Guinea. He pay a transshipment fee. And Costa, you will not believe it, from the history of our country, we were the best transshipment country in the 80s. People were coming to Liberia to do transshipment, to go to Guinea, Ivory Coast, Ghana, as far as Gambia. There were people coming into Liberia to do transshipment because it was much easier. Guinea has Costa Show. Because if you remember, when Bill Trawe was in Conakry, he mentioned, he said, when he spoke with the managing director, he said, everything in Guinea today, they came to Liberia and they learned it from us. But why things have suddenly changed? Because the fact of the matter, people into the system feel they should run the system like a personal thing being going on. You have to run the system according to the box. You have to run the system according to the trade law. So you see the guys going to Guinea, it's not that they go there and they make so much money. The man goes to Guinea because he goes to Guinea today, he arrives tomorrow, he put a document in less than an hour or two before 4 o'clock, he may continue on the truck. He coming to Morovia. So you rather go to Guinea get a goods all in less than a day.
What? What is the average time it takes in Liberia to clear your container?
From my current study, when you look at the time right now, because when we were building the time release study, the time release study was like putting all of the agencies together and rooting out the time that you are privileged to process the document, because the documentation moved from agencies to agency before going to the portal. And some of the recommendations we did put for was, can we create a time release study chart? So let's be a broker. Costa have contacted me. From the day Costa and myself started having our communication should be indicated on that release chart.
That's when it started.
Yes. Most especially when Costa had called me and gave me copy of a document, the operation starts. Now, on that indicator, I goes to Ministry of Commerce. Because remember now, we were fighting the 5 days to make sure that how can we process within 5 days? Because here is one of the frustrating part. If the system could allow us, because once the container goes to the shipping lines and it have been booked on the vessel, definitely that means there's a manifest being produced. So the manifest, you can't wait till the container gets to Al Jazeera. They say in 1 week to Liberia, then manifest should flow into the system. Because I remember when I went to the port in the early 90s, manifest was distributed to customers, shipping authority. But I don't know what happened.
So the manifest is this list of all the vessels coming or something like that?
The list of every goods coming into a particular country.
Okay.
So the manifest is being prepared.
The shipping manifest.
Yeah, the shipping manifest. So once the good goes to New York and the vessel, because you've got the vessel get to a central hub, that this should be all of the countries and one of you. So if that manifest is in the country, now the question is, why do you got to hold the manifest? Because if the manifest is in, you could go to the terminal and do all of your processing and just be waiting to see. But now in our country, the guys want to make sure that the goods have arrived, it touch ground, like only for maybe like the Ministry of Commerce, where you have to do all of your processing and waiting. But now to go into the system, you guys have to generate the manufacturing system. They say 5 days before arrival. Now, 5 days before arrival, you're looking at the volume. So 5 days before arrival, if you get Masla coming in, you get OBG coming in, you get CMA coming in, you get Grammatic coming in, they go into a single system. So if everybody go into the system on that,
overwhelmed.
You see, so we were advising. No, but you know, these things are just calculated. Honestly, these are just calculations from guys in the system who understand. They know what they are doing. But to tell you the truth, if Liberia now can have an indicator, and the indicator helps the government a lot, because at the end of the day, that report will be copied to all of the stakeholders. So the question will be, why having to make document went to Commerce, it took 3 days when you get 5 days to clear. You know what I'm saying? Now, the next question will be, why having to make document went to Metex, it took 4 days? Because don't forget now, every time you put document into the system, there are some challenges the document do have. Sometimes I might not have the beta number on it. And when you're sending it out, you need to indicate, oh, we send it out because of beta learning number. You see, all these little indication on the time index, it shows who take responsibility. But I take for real, the reason the guys will not want to do that, because trust me, there will be a lot of issues that will unearth from under the carpet to tell you who are responsible for all these delays of clearing. Yeah.
Let's look at the logistical issues that often lead to delay. Sometimes after you've gone through all these processes with the commerce people and trying to make sure you pay everything you should pay, they review your documents and all that kind of thing, you've gone through the Asakuda system and all that kind of stuff. Then to do the actual unloading of your container or to put it onto your container truck, the APN terminal, so that their equipment will break down. Let's talk about that. How frequently does that happen?
Because to be honest, trust me, all my term as president, the APN would never cross the line. We even go to meetings, so sometimes people feel that I personally were against the APN terminal. No, I was not personally against the APN terminal. You know, it was just like, because honestly, I think what really suffering us is our eyes are not seeing, you know, like the way our privilege to have traveled to almost all of the international posts, Singapore, you know, all these places to see what clearing looks like and see how APM terminal is operating in those countries compared to our country. Because trust me, I don't like the APM terminal even today.
They say they brought their system down and they lower their standard.
No, listen, even if you read the APM terminal agreement, the agreement within the APM terminal clause is still very clear. The reason APM terminal came to Liberia is to give us a port compared to our sister country. They even say international. It's in the agreement. I will give me your address. I will personally today go to UPS and send you APM. I don't know if you ever had APM terminal agreement. I have not
read the full agreement. No,
okay, I will give you copy today. I promise you copy today. I will mail it to you with UPS. I will mail you copy today. I will copy it.
So they didn't promise to modernize or put an international standard, just go regional standard.
APM terminal only key to Liberia for 2 operations: handling and storage. And within the process of handling and storage, you develop our port compared to sister country. That's all that 1 million pages they wrote. That's the 2 major things APM terminal operation. You handle our stuff, you handle our storage, And we're going to do that. We develop our port. Now, take in account of 21st century that we are in right now, the APM terminal. Currently, APM terminal, can you imagine, coming and still bringing in restacker, the one we call forklift.
Yeah.
Restacker. You in the 21st century.
What are they using in other ports?
In other ports, they use a gentle crane. And by now, we should be using a gentle crane. We should be using, because Costa, let me tell you the reason you see again people going to Guinea. Costa, go to Newark or New York. To ship from New York to Guinea is around 2007 to 2008. While Liberia still paying, yes, why are we still paying 6,000 to 5,900 to ship to the sea line, the sea coastal line?
So
the only reason,
it's about the amount.
Yes, the only reason because APM terminal have failed to carry on her responsibility. The reason, because shipping line goes to our country. It is the vessel that unstuff herself. In our sister country, the operational terminal is the one that unstuff. That's why they call handling. You handle the equipment. But now go to our DO, the delivery order, the people pay on. Go there now and see shipping line are charging handling charge. Why would shipping line be charging handling charge when the APM terminal is in Liberia charging for handling? So who is doing the handling?
So wait. So the shipping lines.
Yeah, the shipping line are charging for handling because they are the one handling the container from their vessel to the soil. APM terminal and go start.
APM terminal charges us for doing that.
Yeah, because they should have a show cream to discharge those container from the vessel and send them to the stockpile. But they wait for the vessel to unload, then they pick it up from there, the truck pick it up from there.
They don't want to bring the right equipment to unload directly from the vessel.
Because they don't have it. They don't want to bring it. They don't have it.
Ivan, don't tell me that thing, man.
I'm telling you this. APM terminal. That's why you will notice whenever vessel is import, whenever vessel is import, the volume of clearing to the business community will slow down because why? All of the forklifts need to pay attention to those trucks to go and restock those containers.
And because they don't have enough trucks, I mean, they don't have enough forklifts to attend to the other one. They got to go to the vessel.
No. So if you notice, APM terminal will always be bringing in forklift because they are always using the forklift. The forklift should only be for restocking, moving containers, while the gentle cream only there to pay attention to the vessel to move them.
So hold on. Ivan, let's go that small. So this gentle cream you're talking about is what lifts the container from the vessel, ship directly and put it down. Okay,
then you use the forklift now.
And the restockers or the forklifts will lift them up and mount them onto the truck.
Yeah. No. The vessel will collect them and mount them on the truck. Then the restocker take this from the truck and put them in the various positions.
Oh.
That's the fast movement of any port.
So then how does it work in our country? How does it work in the free port of Liberia? I mean, you are breaking up the folks. You see how our country is useless.
Very useless, Costa.
These people make millions and millions of dollars working every year, tens of millions, and yet they can't bring the right equipment. And nobody's forcing them to bring it.
Yeah, things that work easily in other countries again just happen in Liberia.
It will not happen in Liberia. Hey, Boaga, man, what did we do to be like this? Why are we such a useless country? You were breaking in. So, Ivan, the question I was asking you is, how does it? You said how it works in other countries. So, okay, let me say, you've been to the port of Guinea.
Yes, I've been there.
Explain the unloading process when you go to Guinea. How do you lift a container from a? How does it work in Guinea and how does it work in Liberia? Please give us the two.
Yeah. Now, if you go to Guinea and a vessel docked to the port of Guinea in Conakry, you have those gentle cream that engages the vessel and move those equipment continue from the vessel. That's the work of the gentle cream. You take it from the volume, place it, Then the restacker go and put them in various categories. Like, for example, dangerous cargo go to where dangerous cargo belong. 20, you know, they call it in the shipping thing, they call it TEUs, but we say continue, okay? 24 continue goes to 24 yard, frozen goes to frozen yard. That's the work of the restacker. So the restacker that we call forklift move the continue from, because the various trucks get in a queue, go on the gentle crane take them from the vessel, put on the truck and they move, and the restacker are there to move them from one place to another, making sure that they are stacking there. But in Liberia, we don't have such equipment. So we use the restacker, the vessel upload themselves, okay? Then the restacker had to leave the yard.
Hold on, Ivan. So the vessels are built with their own unloading and loading.
Yes.
So the work that APM should do to unload.
That's what the shipping lines are doing. So now the shipping line over the years, we've been arguing all this thing. They are now charging for hailing, and they are right. We can't hold them responsible because anything that happens.
And why would pay APM terminal for handling when?
But that's why I said. That's why I still don't understand. That's why I still don't understand. And every time, when they go that route, they come, they say, we just bought 4 new restackers. No, your restackers are for your yard. They say the state of the art. You run your state of the art, put your restackers are the one that runs the vessel. The restackers are for the yard. Move in the yard from various areas and to serve the public.
But you need a gentle crane to unload from the vessel.
The reason you need, Costa, the APM terminal now cannot take any load more than 45 tons. In fact, they have put that in the communication that anybody bringing goods to Monrovia more than 45 tons, they'll reject it. And we had a situation where equipment came to Monrovia, it had to go back to get on a vessel that could lift the equipment to come and deliver it to Monrovia. Can you imagine that?
Wow.
Can you imagine that? So people need to understand what the whole APM terminal is all about. But the whole bill, because these guys go to the legislature every year, they want to increase. You see the reason this year they are not increased because they told the legislature that we want to increase because we want to bring in equipment. They went to Ghana or Togo, they brought 3 restackers, which of course you need a gentle crane to have a turnaround time. Because the gentle crane will definitely handle the vessel in less than no time. So Costa, the reason we
I wanted to see what a gentry crane looks like. I pull it up just now. It's this massive thing that can just lift from the ship.
And we just need one.
We don't have
we just need one in Liberia. We just need one.
Wait, let's say it again. So you mean we're not get one?
Not at all. You don't have.
In the APM terminal agreement, what they say that the best thing that ever happened to Liberia, so we don't have. The APM terminal makes tens of millions of dollars.
Because
a year, and we don't have one crane, one gentry crane.
No, not at all. Not at all. They just brought 3 restackers, and which of course that's not what they say compared to sister country.
Yeah, but sister country. So APM terminal promised to upgrade our port to meet the standards of sister countries.
Yes.
Does Guinea have a gentry crane?
Yes.
Okay, then why haven't they brought one to us?
That's the question everybody is asking.
Ivan,
that's the question everybody is asking.
Ivan, let me ask you. Let me say something to you, right? The reason Liberia is the way it is is simply because of the politicians we have. They're useless people. It doesn't matter who. It's just so sad. The political will to look at APM terminals and tell them, your agreement says you must modernize the port to be able to do certain things with certain facilities to have certain capabilities. You can't do that. The turnaround time has not been reduced. Instead, APM terminal has been reducing the number of free storage days. It was what? 14 days.
Yeah.
When the APM terminal agreement was signed, the free storage days in the port was what? 14 days.
14 days.
It is now down to 3 days, right?
No, they are fighting for 3 days now.
Okay, so it's currently
fighting for now. Yeah,
so they want to bring it down to 3 days. But
yeah.
Ivan, what they are not doing, Ivan, when you want to reduce the number of free storage days, then what you do, you improve your capacity to handle, so that the turnaround time can be significantly reduced, so that it would make sense that you reduce the free storage days, so that the customer does not have to run into extra storage or demurrage.
Yes.
You see that? But they don't want to do that. They are still slow in terms of their capacity. They're still ineffective in loading and unloading, and they don't have a gantry crane of their own. They have to rely on the vessels to do that. So the vessels are charging us handling, and the customer handling. So that's one of the reasons why it's expensive to ship to Liberia. I mean, I did not know this. Ivan.
No, because so you remember during the 90s when a vessel sank in the port, I think it was during Taylor time, because these are the risk indicator to ports. Because if the vessel is unstuffing herself, she taking the risk. So anything happened to that vessel, she take the responsibility. So the guys now say, because the guys went to APM terminal and said, "Look, we will give you the cost." The terminal said no. Terminal refused. I'm telling you this. The shipping line told the APM terminal, because I was present at the time, they said we can't continue offloading ourselves. The APM terminal and the thing was clear. The guys told the APM terminal, say we are the one offloading ourselves, you need to reduce our charges. The terminal said no. We had a meeting 2 times in the MD office of David Williams at the time. The guys said no. They can't reduce, but back then they were increasing these kind of marine charges and thing on vessel. So the guy said, but we cannot be unstuffing, offloading our vessel, and then you be bringing extra fees and extra charges to us. So what we do, we will charge the handling. And APM terminal told the guys, if you're charging the handling, pass it on to the business community, but not to us, because they own the continuum. Can you imagine? That's what APM terminal justification. So like you said, our politicians are the problem. And Costa, another issue again we should look at. APM terminal operating 12 hours in a day. Their operation should be 24 hours. 24-hour operation in payment, that means is what? 7 days a week. On Sunday, people pay for storage. They don't go get a container on Sunday, which of course we see is wrong. On holidays, people pay to APM terminal. They can't receive their container, which of course is wrong. The politicians need to look at that, because let's assume if a holiday fall on Sunday, it should be celebrated on Monday. So that means they may get Sunday and Monday, but APM terminal fees and charges to the continue on storage will not exclusive. Oh, there was holiday and Sunday. We have accurate APM terminal to say that one now with us. Your government need to look at that. So the politicians are honestly the problem, because they need to understand this thing. Because the businessman cannot pay for service that not be run out to him. Because our port should be organized in a way that people should be going to the port according to what ships. If I went to the port, I've done all my clearing, and I look at the time, I say, okay, let me go home and rest. Then what you gotta do in Guinea? You can go to Guinea 2 o'clock, you get low.
2 o'clock in the morning?
You can go to Guinea 2 o'clock, you get low, you can get your goods out.
But I mean, let me ask you a question, my brother. Why are we let this so?
Because
so the port can close, they operate 12 hours a day, so they close by 5, 6 p.m. or what? What time?
5 o'clock.
By 5 o'clock, the port is shutting down, but you collect my money. So can you imagine? You go to the APM terminal, the building guy advising you, I advise build 3 days in advance. The man begging you, build 3 days in advance. Can you imagine? 3 days in advance. What's going to happen? Yes, they may begging you, my man. The best thing to do, say
why are you in this country? Why are you making like French citizens? My man, I mean, why everybody doing it different way? Why we just stuck in our ways? We can't improve. I mean,
look, because the reason is, honestly, we are not sincere to ourselves in the country.
We don't love ourselves.
Yeah, to ourselves.
You know,
ourselves as Liberians.
I was researching the gantry cranes. I saw some for 100,000, 200,000, 300,000.
Yeah.
And the most expensive one I saw is for $1 million. $1
million.
You mean the people can buy 2 or 1 of that stuff for $1 million to $2 million US?
Because If you buy the 1 million one, you're talking about the rotor cluster. That's the one that rolls.
Yes. It can have the continental and roll it.
It's just running. So that's the 1 million one. Then you have the 200 or the 300,000. That's the one that is mounted and just move from one stage to another. We even need that one. We don't say go bring a roller cluster that way.
Yeah, man, Ivan, man. Can you imagine? So the 1 million. Okay, listen now. We spent 3 million to celebrate bicentennial. So that roller coaster one that can grab the container and just roll it.
Yeah, that runs. Yeah, it runs. Yeah.
So we can just that one there we can buy 3.
No. But for our port, if we need a roller coaster, we just need one. Because when they build a track, you just need one and that roller coaster can serve more than 5 vessels in a day because it just running.
The thing you hold the container and can just run the container can run under.
It's just running because it's dry, it moves. That's all. But we don't need that one. Bring out the manual one, because that's the modern one that just came up. Bring out the manual one, one mounted, so one mounted. That's all. They just move, pick the container, put it on the trailer, then you restack or they're stacking, then you still pay attention to
Ivan, listen. These people make millions of dollars. They can't buy a couple of those gantry cranes.
Because nobody is asking the question. Nobody is asking the question why Libra does not have the gentle crane. Nobody asking the question.
Ivan, why are we like this?
And can you imagine? Then yesterday they were celebrating Roro Yard. Libra problem is not Roro Yard. When you go park used cars and things, that's not a problem. In fact, that Roro Yard you created, you should have used that yard to able to what? Show empty from 4, 20 from there. Give us a yard. Because I'll tell you the truth, if Liberian will really start going into business and doing businesses, the Freeport is even small. We should be thinking about expanding the port.
And they have a lot of land.
Yeah, not looking for places to be parking cars. You say Roro, you celebrating Roro Yard. And you know, Roro Yard is now a problem right now.
So, Avi, my question to you is that how do you think we can handle this situation? For instance,
political will, the right person as president.
Political will.
Is there a need that we get rid of APM terminal before?
No, you can't get rid of them. Make sure they do the right thing.
Costa, you can. It is in the agreement. The agreement says if APM terminal, because by now, if you go by the agreement I will forward to you, I will send to you.
That's supposed to be
APM terminal is totally against all of our contracts. All. So the agreement says you have the right to terminate the contract, but this is why it said, and I believe if the politicians see it to be against them, because it says if APM terminal taking the lawsuit tomorrow, you pay all your expenses. But I say yes. If I want to pay the expenses, let me bring in a company that can give me a effective port, run the port, and pay APM terminal. That you have them there doing nothing. But right now, you have everything against the APM terminal. I said, "Look, we will shut you down."
Ivan, let me tell you something.
We will shut you down.
Edwin Snow, one of the guys that was the champion.
No, but go to Snow now. Snow tells you now today he ever regretted in his life to have new equipment.
Edwin Snow was the champion for APM terminals. He was the one passing around in the legislature promoting the deal, distributing the deal. He visited the Tema Port. He visited the Tema Port, which I visited. I went to the Tema Port, a company called Ghana Link. They flew me to Accra and they took me on a guided tour to see the Tema Port. And when I saw that port and how they run the port, Edwin Snow came back, he went on radio, he said he cried. He cried when he saw the Tema Port in Ghana. But guess what? What has he tried to do? He promised me, he said, Costa, I will try my best when I go to the Senate so that we can bring the agreement up for review. Have you heard it, Ivan?
No.
No.
But you see, Ivan, though, you see the reason why the port is so essential. What do they call the port? The gateway to the nation's economy. Because we are a heavily dependent country on imports. We don't produce anything at home.
Yeah.
The port is so important. It determines the price of every commodity that we bring into the country. It affects the people's disposable incomes, their measly incomes that they earn from however doing a little business or earning a little salary. Because it's so expensive to bring things into Liberia, it causes the prices of everything to be so high.
Yeah.
Can the politicians not see the direct correlation between the ineffectiveness and costliness of the port and the economic hardship that it places on the people by through higher prices? Do they not see that? Used car. I mean, back in the day, man. I'm not paying a tail lover. How much we used to buy one Billy? They're not $2,000, $1,800.
Oh yeah. Billy, yeah. You could get your thing.
But how much for that kind of car today?
That car don't because you're around $5,000.
And you know the interesting thing? The price of that car here in America also hasn't really significantly gone up that much. No, it hasn't.
No.
You buy a car here for $2,000, you get it like, bro, you pay over $2,000 just to clear it.
Because why you think people go to Guinea to buy the car from Guinea from your rural land? Why you think they go there? Because if ABM terminal can just give us a port
that looks like Guinea
compared to our sister country, then if prices stay high in our country, there's something might be wrong somewhere.
I mean, you would think a government would sit there and say, no, we love our citizens. Over 90% of the things we consume come from abroad. And since they come from abroad and through this one port, we got to make sure we make this port as efficient, effective, affordable as possible so that prices can come down. I mean, when prices come down, consumer spending increases. If you used to only afford to buy one bottle of water, but when the water price drop, you will buy
10.
You buy 10 bottles. Then when more people, when the volume of imports increases, when the volume goes up, the government will realize more money in terms of custom duties. I remember. The thing's so simple. Remember why our men can't see it?
Because the thing is very, very like I will tell you, some of the proposal we do. We send forward to national government because I used to go to most of the top level meeting on trade.
I mean, the country can just sick me, man.
Because if I just on earth to use something right now, you will feel bad for Liberia.
No,
I just want to show you. See right now, for the LRA to be very effective, to have better operation to run our country, she needs 25 million. This is 16, but at most I will send it to 25. For the Ministry of Government,
in terms of revenue, in terms of for their to run
operation, to have all the equipment facilities that they can sit and say, yeah, we are compared to Ghana, Nigeria, Sierra Leone. They've been crying for 16. I don't know what tomorrow is currently crying for now, because I'm not following you hearing. But all the time, by the time out there, she'll cry between 16 to 18. But I say 25, right?
And what do you need that money for? The LRA?
No, Costa Jeff Forum. What I'm trying to tell you, we get it 25. It's very effective at LRA. Increase salary, all of the structure, everything, all of the various border control area. When you see your LRA officer, you say, yeah, this is a custom officer. We get it 25 M. Ministry of Commerce fighting to get 5 million. I said, no, we make it 10. But guess what? You in your own country, you are now transitioned to destination inspection. Be that our operating under the PSR or operation, you close them up. Why couldn't the Liberia government take the operation of the BVA operation and turn it to custom user operation and generate the money? Because those guys
when they do that,
but you took it and gave it to Metex. Metex made 100 million in a year, and you're looking for 15 million. Yeah, and yeah. All the guys you are doing, and I proposed that in one of our stakeholder meeting. We can't be looking for money.
Metex because they got share in Metex.
That's it. You can't be looking for money going to the budget to defend. All I expect in the government you are done. Take that exercise and refer it to custom users operation. You collect the money.
All the money
If
for
you
you.
make,
For your
if you make 100 million for yourself, then you can say, okay, we the LRA, we take 25 million. We gave Comrade 10. We gave Ministry of Transport 10. The Liberal government will still have sufficient to go to the cover. But you sat down and you took your own money, because the money is being generated from within the country. It's not donor money. The money is solely from the business community. You take it, you give it to a company while kicking, and those are some of the reasons we were fighting for BVAC to leave. Because those were the reasons we were fighting for BVAC to leave, so that the Liberal government can take control of that thing, so the money can come to us.
They go find one Babati company called Metec.
It just
Metec got capacity, they ain't got equipment. They
no.
The same contract. The same contract you awarded them, they went, they subcontracted to the same company you got rid of.
Yeah, and right now, even subcontracted to Beaver, they're Beaver now, even in good term right now. So they're operating all by themselves.
Oh, they're operating by themselves now? All
by themselves. That's why you notice the slowdown in the system now affected because.
Hey, what is it they've been talking about? People hack their system,
No, nobody hacked their system, because the agreement with Beaver, who was in the back, the guys from France shut down the system. So all Meta doing now, the little information that is currently in Liberia is what they operate on.
Wait.
Because nobody will tell you this, I will tell you this.
Prices and everything in the system, the people pull the plug, they shut it down.
They shut it down. So the one they have now is the one that left on the computer and other thing. That's why they're generating now to generate utility. I'm telling you this.
But I don't know, they Meta company. You not ever hear them doing clearing business. I mean,
no. I think from my research, because if you follow the WTO regulations, the essence of DR, the WTO made it very clear. They want the business people to have free flow with the authority. The WTO made it very clear, because the WTO fear was having a third party between the business people and the government. It does not sound well. Something might not be going right. So government, you deal with the people. And Costa, we fought those things from the top. Because when we went to the WTO meetings, our argument was, yeah, Biva, you have done well. We have transitioned so much now, we don't need you anymore. What we can do is, all the library staff you are trained, we will take the guys, we make them supervisors, we make them managers, we send them to the library authority, then we make them money. Because some of our argument was, the money Biva made over the years in Liberia, we need it now as a country. But surprisingly, when we all were jubilating, Biva will be leaving in June.
Then they give it to another foreign company.
So that means, we don't know good. We don't know good. Liberia, we don't know good. We don't need money.
The thing is simple. This government awarded the contract to Metec because the people in the government got interest. They got shares in Metec.
Then you go to a different budget. The money you should be making, you go look for it now to the government. But right, Costa, the operation from the custom user fee that should have been turned to us. Because let me tell you why the guys, let them say it. Do you know why the guys would rather do business with Meta? Because the kind of a synchronized system that was built with the revenue account. If the guy collect the money, he's not getting access to it. It's going to a system called the general revenue account. So the best way we can do, instead of all putting the money to the country, we find a company that we all can get share in.
Because the money goes to Meta, then Meta get government their share.
Yeah, so the money goes to Meta take off maybe 30-25% for government, the rest go to her. So in the 75 or 70%,
for doing something that we as a country can do for ourselves.
Right now, the system is currently running Liberia. Meta cannot tell you the
inspection. Yeah, but they give it to the foreigners because that is how they steal.
Yeah, but Costa, so why would the Liberal Revenue Authority be going to the national legislature? They shouldn't be telling the legislature we are made 75 million, we need 20 million for operation. The legislature will not tell you no, because why? You make the money, you need the money. The Ministry of Commerce
we gotta go here because we keep talking about this thing, we're not moving here today. Liberal not gonna end. It ain't gonna end. You know what can worry me? I see all these things going on, all the suffering we're going through because our government people make bad decisions to benefit themselves. And I say, hey God, let the next government be different. Let them not be like these people. Ivan, you are talking here. Top government officials are listening to us.
Oh no, they know
they are talking about.
They are angry right now.
To get things out of the port, the equipment we need in the port, the gantry crane and all those things. They are hearing us discuss these things, but Ivan, they will do nothing to improve them.
Yeah.
Because they don't care.
Yeah, because
they have a lot of money.
Yeah, because once that gentry crane comes, trust me, our freight costs will drop. Once the freight cost drop, because even now, if they put 5,000, probably they will go to maybe 3,000 or 2,000. Because the vessel
they no longer have to handle unloading the container.
No.
But if you rely on the vessel that brings the container to unload it, they will charge you for the unloading. Because your country does not have the equipment to unload. That little small forklift cannot go and jack a container off the
vessel.
The vessel. No.
No.
It can't.
And the frustrating part, the guys who work for the APM terminal, because they should be building it to the APM terminal, it pass on to the business community. So it means the Liberian people paying for it.
The Liberian people paying for something that we are already paying. So we're paying double, right?
Double. We pay the shipping line for handling. Then we pay APM terminal for handling.
But you pay the vessel for handling when you are about to ship your container. So they factor that cost in with the price of shipping. Jesus Christ.
No. That cost is not in the freight. You go to Liberia again, you pay local charge on it. Shipping handling. It's not in the freight. The freight is different.
Hold on.
Oh no, Costa, get it right. The 5,000 plus you pay from here, because trust me, Costa, we are still at the ISP code, we go level 8. It's not true. We can't go level 8, we still be paying 5,000 to still continue. Because we stay at risk. The only way will be risk free, because continue going to unload ourselves, it means you are at risk. We are not at risk because we got 14-year war. 14-year war and about for vessels to go and unload ourselves. That's why stay all at risk.
Wait, I understand that one here. So I just listening. So the reason our port is considered a high risk port,
because vessel
wars in Challenging Town.
No, it's not because of that war anymore.
So why?
It's because
the
vessel
are we considered a high risk port? Explain to
because us. the vessel go to unload herself, so the insurance goes up. If not taking,
so the vessel just want to bring the water
and jet back
and say, man,
you come and move it.
The captain and crew, they go enjoy themselves.
They go enjoy themselves.
The men into the port there who charging us for handling, they take the container then down.
That's it.
But because we got the capacity and the equipment to do that in Liberia, the men say, oh, it's a high risk port. Your port a high risk port.
Yeah, so because the sailor guy who's whole come to our town to go do a shopping, walk around, he on the gentle cream on the vessel. Upload continue. So all these costs
from all the way to New York, starting different countries.
They make out a laboratory to work.
Then they make out work in your country again. When the man sort of be in your local restaurant, you're buying any money there.
Yeah, they make out work. You working.
So the man classify your put as high risk put.
That's why making you a high risk.
The insurance premium for all ships that come to Liberia will go up. When the insurance premium go up, the freight cost goes up.
The freight cost go up. Yeah. Then apart from the freight cost, then the local charge from the shipping line, they bill the handling because the operation is in Liberia. Then the shipping line bill for it. So you will notice now our delivery order fee are left from 150.
And that double handling charge was on a triple.
Yeah, because you pay the freight, then you pay local handling, then you pay handling to APM terminal. So our delivery order now that was $75 in a day, is almost $400 now to obtain a delivery order. Currently, $380 to $400.
And how do we solve all this? We buy the gantry cranes.
That's all you need.
$200,000 for one.
That's all you need.
Okay. That the money the boy can go play in, you can buy the girlfriend and car will. You see, Ivan, this is why we say leadership is everything. These things are not even expensive. They're cheap.
No.
They're cheap. But because the leaders are wicked, they are okay. They don't care about the poor people. So to make that kind of investment, they will never do it. I mean, look, you know, the thing boils my blood. And sometimes I say, God, why did you place me in this God-forsaken, wretched country? Why? Then I get the answer to help change.
Because quickly before we go, because if we keep talking,
we gotta go. If we keep talking, we're not moving. My time.
Yeah, but I hope next time we have the time to discuss the full effectiveness of the DR process. Because trust me,
come back on Friday.
Okay, I'll be available. I'll be available on Friday.
I'm on Friday morning, the same time. So the book is honestly why the book expensive. Look, I learned a lot. Ivan, let me tell you something. Thank you for coming on. I learned a lot. I thought I knew a lot about why the book is bad, but I learned a lot. A couple of things I already knew, that the book is ineffective, largely because of the limited capacity of APM terminal to handle. But I didn't also know that we were relying on
the vessel
to unload. Yeah. I didn't know that one. What I also didn't know that we had to pay basically handling charges 3 times. I didn't know that one. I thought we only paid one time. So
no. We pay the shipping line. We pay ABM terminal. For the same work.
Friday at the same time, you will be back here. Thank you so much. Have a good day.
You too. Have a good day.
Fellow Liberians, check our country. How does this make you feel as a Liberian citizen? When you listen to these kinds of things about how useless you are, when I say the country useless, oh, the ball constantly your country, the ball rule, the ball this. Look at how useless your country is. APM Terminals has been in Liberia since 2010.
Yeah.
They can't bring one gantry crane.
That costs 200,000.
200,000 US. They can't bring one. No. The politicians too, they don't care. The lawmakers, they could summon the company. They don't. Look, I see you, man. Bye-bye. I see you.